Listen well, travelers, for this is a tale of whispers and daggers hidden beneath the silken robes of Aregor's nobility. A tale that still lingers in the grand halls of its palaces and the dimly lit streets of its cities, spoken in hushed tones by those who know that power is rarely won through honor alone. Aregor, a land of golden hills and fertile valleys, a kingdom where wealth flows like wine and betrayal lurks beneath the clinking of goblets in royal feasts. There, in the grand city of Veltheris, stands the palace of 1,000 arches, home to the mighty house D'Arvano. And it was on a moonless night that the fate of the realm hung by a thread. Within the palace walls, an unseen hand left a sealed message in the chambers of Lady Eleanor D'Arvano, sister to the Duke and trusted keeper of courtly secrets. A single parchment, bearing only 6 words in crimson ink: "The lion's blood shall spill under the moon." Lady Eleanor understood the warning immediately. The lion, was that not the sigil of her family? And the moon, in 3 nights, during the grand winter festival, all of Aregor's nobility would gather in Veltheris. Too perfect to be mere coincidence. Treachery was afoot, and time was running out. In the courts of Aregor, war is not waged with swords, but with carefully spoken words, each laced with poison. Lady Eleanor knew that if she wished to unmask the snake before it struck, she would need to move carefully. With the help of Alistair Volden, her trusted spymaster, she wove a web of lies and half-truths throughout the palace. Rumors spread that the Duke Renaud D'Arvano, her brother and ruler of Aregor, intended to shift power away from the old nobility and forge alliances with the rising merchant houses of Veltheris. The reaction was swift. Among the composed faces of the court, one noble made a crucial mistake. Marquis Arnaud Devereux, a respected figure but one whose ambition outstripped his loyalty, sent a letter that never reached its destination. A letter that spoke of the night of change. Now, they had their suspect. The winter festival arrived, and with it, the court shimmered in golden candlelight, laughter, and music filling the great hall of the palace. Lady Eleanor watched from the shadows, her gaze fixed on the Marquis Devereux, who, with a goblet in hand and a well-rehearsed smile, weaved through the noble guests. She waited. And as the clock tower struck midnight, the trap was sprung. The Duke Renaud raised his goblet for a toast, but before the crystal met his lips, Eleanor struck his hand, spilling the wine onto the marble floor. In the same instant, the royal guard seized the Marquis Devereux, uncovering a small vial hidden in his robes, the maiden's tears, a poison so lethal it left no trace. The hall fell into stunned silence. The conspiracy had been revealed. The Marquis Devereux did not beg. He did not attempt to flee. He merely bowed his head and spoke in a calm voice: "Change will come, with or without me." That very night, he was dragged to the dungeons, and by dawn, his name was erased from the history of Aregor. The Duke Renaud survived, but the Marquis's final words did not vanish into the wind. Power in Aregor was a scale in constant balance, and for every snake cut down, 2 more waited in the shadows for their moment to strike. So remember this tale well, travelers. In Aregor, the true rulers do not wear golden crowns, they weave invisible webs of favors and secrets. And when the moons rise over Veltheris once more, someone will always wonder, who will be the next to fall?